The divine feminine is a beautiful thing. Let's not get it confused. You rule the world, baby. Yeah. 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 She might be the only baby mama. I call my baby mama. She might be the only one that's crazy enough to come and tame me. Ain't no shit gon' faze me now. Ain't no shots gon' graze me now. She might be the only baby mama. I call my baby mama. She might be the only one that's crazy enough to come and tame me. Ain't no shit gon' faze me now. Ain't no shots gon' graze me now. Found peace of mind with it. She love me for me, I'm so down with it. Like I ain't getting judged at the same time, no. She ain't about to deal with the fuck shit though. Ain't no problem, I drip Crisco and elbow grease and I know gusto. I go for it like no.
Damn.
It's
And
wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, racism is alive.
and well.
And
It's
well,
real.
yeah, it's still kicking out here.
It just made.
But shit, now was this your first show that you were putting on? Because you're putting the whole
I
thing
put it on,
together,
yeah,
right?
I put the whole thing together. Just started this new thing. I was trying to do DTS, like just we're trying to usher in like the sound of what we
It's
listen
happening.
to, what is happening, what
Yeah.
should be played. Like
Because it's not really relevant in Raleigh.
Yeah, it's
Nah.
not, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't make no sense that I could go out downtown and not hear "Damn." You know what I'm saying? Like
That
not
is
hear
a-
that album.
you're
and
right,
that was
bro.
like the hottest
Yeah,
album when
yeah.
it came out. Or
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
that's true.
You know,
Across
just-
all genres.
Yeah, for sure.
And like just not saying because my stuff is totally different from that. But the
Yeah.
point I'm making is that like there's a box in this area.
In this area,
Yes.
and which
And,
they
like,
want
I would
to
agree.
Yeah.
I would
and
agree.
like just let some new stuff come in. You might like it. You know, like don't
Mhm.
like.
That's true. And this is your first show, so you about to like get ready for the second one, or
Yeah, we bouncing back. We're gonna
Yeah,
have,
yeah,
we're,
you
we're
gonna
still gonna
bounce
have the
back,
show.
yeah.
It's gonna be a different venue. We're putting that in the works now.
Right.
But
Got
it was
you.
just more so like the way it went down and like me
course.
trying to
Was
talk to
messy as a
the man and he
motherfucker.
lied to me. It was really messy. It's extremely messy.
Right.
But
I can't stand the mess situation. Because you know what? As adults, I guess if you move a certain way, you don't find yourself in them that as often as, you
often,
would
no, you-
But-
in
and
like
that's
high
the
school.
thing. So when you
So when
get
they
in
come
them,
up-
they're just like,
You be like, really, bro? We doing all this
Yeah,
right
like
now?
at this,
Extra
at this point right now,
irritated.
like how many years did you have to learn situations like this? This is how you operate in them. Like,
Man.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
some people
Versus-
learn slow, y'all.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah,
Some people learn slow.
and they all tend to hang out together too.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
I couldn't have put it a better way. Like they all tend to hang out.
yeah,
with each other.
yeah, and it's perfect.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
I just thought about something else,
they
but
be
yeah,
they
you're
be
right.
hanging out. It'd be a whole
You're right.
gang of them. But yeah, let's run it all the way back from the beginning. So I want to get back to that little collective you're trying to put together, but
Yeah.
we'll jump into that. But like, where were you born and raised at?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay,
What?
straight up.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, so damn, that's crazy.
Which
We
side
don't
of
meet, you don't
Raleigh?
meet, you
Where
know,
at?
meeting
Like,
a
where
rare
at?
somebody from Raleigh is kind of
Southside,
rare. I
really.
feel like.
Like, actually, it's
I feel
funny,
like it's
man,
rare.
because like coming down here, like I grew up in the house right there on Boaz, like right behind Fuller Elementary. That's where I went.
Okay.
Went to school there. I stayed there for a while. moved all over really, like Raleigh, just every
Okay,
part of
every
Raleigh.
part of Raleigh.
Got you.
Right,
But
right, right.
Raleigh
North
born and
Raleigh,
raised.
South Raleigh. I even
Okay.
stayed in Nightdale for a little bit.
Okay.
Shout
Okay.
out K-Town. What's good? Like,
I'm weak.
So what was the upbringing like in Raleigh?
it was definitely different. I mean, pre-gentrification and everything like that. It was like,
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
you-
definitely different. Like
Yeah.
it won't like I'm not gonna say it was out here hard because I don't think anything's like that.
Nah,
Like
it
that
wa-
bad out here. But it was. We went through some tough times. Like
Yeah.
things happened.
Right.
Shit like that. Was it just like single mom, both parents?
Oh no, I had both parents.
Oh, hell yeah.
That situation was straight, but it's
Yeah.
just my dad was a little wild. Like he was like me. It's funny
Gotcha.
we joke about it now. He was just wild. So
It's like that.
Yeah. So were they always playing music like in the house? That's where you like got where you wanted to do music from?
actually it was a mix between my dad, but my aunt Jackie, rest her soul, my aunt Jackie.
Yup,
on
and
my,
you talked
That's
about her on the
song,
project.
yeah, on the record.
Yeah. Damn, she was my mother's sister,
Got you.
and she had records at her crib. And I can't remember where that crib was at, man, but.
Somewhere in
So you
Raleigh
can
though.
just get your hands
It was
on
somewhere in
that
Raleigh
bad.
though.
Yeah, it was somewhere
Okay.
in Raleigh. Yeah, and she had so many records. She used to play Michael Jackson all the time,
Yeah.
Tupac all the
Off the
time.
wax.
Yeah,
Mhm.
off the wax.
It's
R.
different.
Kelly.
That sound is different.
It's
yeah.
different.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff. And I just
Yes,
I just
R.
loved her because she was just so cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she had a little wine glass. She smoked her skinny cigarettes. And
I'm
she
gonna
Oh,
be
word?
that
She had the
hoe.
skinny
Oh,
cigarettes?
shit.
yeah, and she would chill.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
she was
yeah.
single, independent, and she would just.
I'm gonna be that
You know what I'm
aunt.
saying?
Just
Like,
chilling, yeah.
That's
she
dope.
was
That's
cool.
dope.
And she used to give out ice pops to the kids and shit. Like make
Oh,
ice
that's
Oh,
love,
man,
So she was a
cool.
community aunt
yeah,
too.
she was,
Like, yeah.
man, that was a
Oh,
blow,
yeah.
bro. That was
Damn.
a blow. But yeah, she was cool. She was.
So she was always playing the music. That's what influenced you to start
Yeah,
rapping.
yeah.
So did you start rapping like dumb early, like elementary,
My-
high school?
My sister rapped. My sister Ashley, she rapped.
Oh, shit.
And this was like back in the day too, before the internet. She had like demos and shit, but she
Oh,
rapped.
shit.
Damn, how much
And,
older is she than you?
Damn, I feel bad. I got so many siblings.
Oh,
I
yeah,
always
yeah.
forget their age. She 29, 30.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
She's
she
not
ain't,
that
she
much
ain't that
older.
far
Yeah,
off. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But she rapped.
Damn, that's ill.
Yeah. She
That's
actually,
real cool. Yeah.
She got me into it. It was funny because like when I was first born, I was a third child, like the youngest. It was my two older sisters. They were a year apart. And
Got
then,
you.
me. But my
Was
sister
like-
Ashley, she was like kind of like tomboyish. So she was like kind of like my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she,
Gotcha.
like,
Yeah.
She used to like beat me up and shit. Like,
Uh-huh.
like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
not on some bully shit, but just on some.
I know what you
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
though.
yeah.
She was pretty much your
Yeah,
brother.
yeah,
She was the one you got
exactly,
rough with and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her and my cousin Rodney, like he used to do the same shit. Like,
Yup. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. So then she was rapping. When did you start? Like during all that time?
I would like just freestyle with her and stuff, and like just
Okay.
joke around and stuff like that. 'Cause
Used to, like-
I looked up to her, you know what I'm saying?
You used to
So I
like
would joke
freestyle.
around.
You used to like freestyle school too and stuff like that, like lunch table shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, all-
Wait,
yeah,
grind?
Yeah,
how I
that's the
really-
lunch- yeah,
That's how I
lunch
really
table
sharpened
shit.
my skills.
Yeah,
yo.
yeah.
Battle. Like
Yeah.
Oh, you used to be
outside
battling?
in the courtyard and
Yeah.
trash can.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like having to fight because niggas' feelings got hurt. That
Damn.
Okay.
Like,
Word.
we used to go
Yeah.
cutthroat. Like we was like fuck it. Like
Yeah.
'cause that's what people want to hear. We just
Yeah,
said
that's
that.
what
that-
was-
there's
that's
a
what was
lot of
going on at the
battles back
time,
then.
too.
Yeah, it was a lot of
I'm
that.
fucking weak.
Yeah, smack
I'm thinking about
On
elementary
the school
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 rapping.
bus. On the school bus
On the
trading
black
bars.
top.
Niggas
That's what
really
I'm-
battling,
That's my
yeah.
vision. I'm
Even
losing it.
even when we got to Wig Tech in like 2008. There was
Oh, yeah,
still
they were
full,
still battling. Yeah,
there was
yeah,
still
yeah.
full blown
Yeah.
battles going down
That's
at
a
Wig
fact,
Tech.
yo.
You
We
remember
used to
that?
pull up on full grown, like
Yeah, niggas would be
courtyard,
like-
full blown
That's
battles going on.
crazy.
Yeah, they be like, yo, they
Yeah,
battling.
yeah.
What time?
Yeah,
We're there, bro.
Yeah,
We're there,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
The whole
Literally
Wig-
announcement that day.
the whole
Niggas
Wig
like,
Tech out there.
yeah.
Niggas embarrassing the motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah.
killing it.
Yeah, at Nightdale High. Shout out Nightdale.
Yo,
that
shout
was
out-
a wild ass school, boy. Like,
For real?
Word.
bro, that was,
Nightdale is a school they used to be tasing them
Oh,
kids
yeah,
at.
and they-
Yeah, you're right.
Didn't they have like
You're
tear gas
right.
and shit out there?
bro,
they was tasing-
kids.
we-
Machetes got pulled.
Yeah.
I kid you not, bro. Like,
Yo,
Wow, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yo.
it was some shit.
A
between-
machete.
Oh, yeah, they pepper spraying everybody in that bitch too,
Yeah,
right?
yo,
Yes,
you know what it
I
was?
heard about- I
We used to
heard-
have full
yeah.
on riots, my nigga. Like, I'm
No, I know.
I'm not playing like
I believe
saying-
you, bro.
Yeah.
I believe you, bro.
I heard about them shits in Apex.
Yo, we was wild. That school, it was just the way it was built. It was literally like a prison, low key.
That's how ours was. That's how Apex was.
Yeah,
It might have
and
been
on
had that
top
same
of-
layout.
And on top of that, it was overpopulated. It was like thousands of kids in the school, and like no bullshit. Like freshman year, my algebra 1 class, for the first 3 days, I stood up.
Oh shit.
For the first 2 days, I was standing up.
God damn.
I'll never forget it. My algebra teacher, Miss Hankey, like she was the nicest lady ever. She listened to Tupac and shit. She was cool. But,
Yeah.
she she was so like hurt by that shit. But like
bet.
I didn't think nothing of it because like this is my high school
Right.
experience.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like this is cool, like
It's
or
whatever.
This is normal.
Right.
Like, I'm wearing my hat in class. Like teachers not teaching, like and shit. Like
Yeah.
they just it was wild.
Damn,
It
yep.
was
I used to
wild,
hear
like-
about them stories of like kids getting tased. They were like, yeah, there was
That's
a fight.
wild.
They
Yeah,
tased the
tased
motherfuckers. I was like, at
And this
high
is-
school, like,
And this is
Yeah.
right on the brink of like social media and shit
Coming
like
up
that.
and
so
shit
it
like
won't
that.
know-
whoa, they
used
really
to
could have
lie
been going
about shit.
viral on a weekly
Yeah,
basis.
they
and
used to
shit.
lie about shit. Like there was one time there was a full on riot, and that's the machete shit. Like this kid,
That's wild.
it was these Bloods at the school, whatever, and it was BPAs. These
Bloods
niggas
in
called
Nightdale.
that shit gang culture. Like especially back then, everybody
In
went.
Nightdale?
Everybody there.
Everybody-
Oh
everybody
yeah, there's
went.
a there's a hood
Yeah,
everywhere.
I went
out
abroad
there.
and it was
It's a
even
whole-
out there.
It's a whole
You'd be like,
subdivision out there. I don't know
I
what they
feel
do
like
now.
I am living under a rock.
Yeah,
It's a whole subdivision out there, like literally like a suburban subdivision out there, right across the street from where the school used to be at, called Parkside or whatever.
Is
I don't
that
know.
like the
Yeah,
Parkside's a
Yeah.
good name for a group though.
Yeah, they were like folks and shit, but that was back then. I don't know what niggas doing now. Like,
Oh
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but like,
God.
yeah,
Shit was it was alive and well.
What in
yeah,
the
like niggas
world?
popped
In
off,
suburbia.
and they told because they said like a racial slur to like the Mexican kid, and then
And they
like,
got it.
and
The
then he
Mexicans
went and got
never
his
played.
homies, you know what I'm saying, who don't even go to school, and
Yeah.
like it went down early in the morning,
Mm.
like early in the morning, nigga had a machete in his dickies, like in the big dickies with the
yeah,
Yeah, I
I know
remember
exactly what you're talking about.
with the-
with the
yeah, with the double
pocket.
plate. Yeah,
Oh yeah, he wasn't playing.
with the Cortezes.
Yeah, in the back. Yeah, he put out a machete, bro. Niggas went at it, and then they put out a statement. Like we was on lockdown for like 2 hours the first period.
Damn.
They put out a statement, like a written statement. They gave out to all the kids, and it said that it was a small incident, and no matter what your kids heard, and blah blah blah. Like this is what really happened. Because niggas left the school because it was such a huge riot. Like they know what to do. Like niggas was leaving and like calling their parents and like I came back into
And
the
they
shit
try to
on lockdown, like,
glaze over it like that.
yeah, it was wild, and that's why I be thinking about it. I was like, yo, we had social media back then.
It'd have been,
Like,
yeah.
Oh my
It'd been
God,
all
you're
been
right,
all
bro. It would have been
Like-
crazy. Well, ladies and gentlemen who are in other states and countries, this is Wake County, North Carolina for you.
I am in shock.
This was maybe early 2000s, but it was going down in 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2005 and
yeah.
6, motherfuckers was
I
wild.
don't know that side of Wake County.
Oh yeah, Wake
Yeah,
County.
yeah,
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 it was
I don't
it was
know that
insane,
side
bro.
of it.
Damn, bro. So did you ever like
Damn.
release any projects or take it seriously while you were in school and like start getting like
I
people to
used
fuck
to-
with your music like back then?
I used to just fuck around. Like I just would do the freestyle shit and like that's it, and like do the
Mm-hmm.
battles and that was it. I didn't really take it seriously. I was a skater. I like loved to skate and shit. So I was
Okay.
doing
Nice.
that and
Word.
rapping. I was back then. I ain't skating so long. I ain't
Yeah,
even front. But
I
back
feel you.
then I was on it. Like I mean even let me say back then. Like even like a couple years ago I was on it. But I
So-
actually skated it like that in a minute.
Okay.
I started doing the music shit seriously and then like
Okay.
I still skate though. Like I just when I say skate I mean like go out and
You're
like
not
film
about
a
to
trick.
kick push
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm not about to film a trick. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying about
yeah,
skating.
yeah.
But
As
I
far
am
as, like,
gonna
going
ride
out
around.
skating and like cruising around, and
Just
doing
some chill
tricks. I
shit.
do that shit.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
I know what you mean. So is this your first project that you just put out?
saying? Yeah, my first solo project.
Oh shit.
Word.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
you
I was
on,
about to
like-
say when's the first time you put something out, but I just
Yeah.
realized this might be
This is
your
the first one. This,
I mean, I
this
put-
is a great first project. I'm gonna put you.
Yeah, this is
I'm gonna
good,
tell you that
bro.
right now.
No, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And it's
dope.
just the untitled EP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's just dope.
Yeah, it's hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard.
That's a
like
fact.
for me, 4 out of 6.
Damn.
Easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damn, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope.
But okay, so have you done any performances or anything at all? This will be the first for everything. This is like the beginning.
Like, so I was making music before, but like it was never. I like honestly like that's why I started. Like I really literally started over from where I was at. Like I don't even like playing the videos, none of that shit. I was like a kid. I was just fucking around. I
Gotcha.
didn't take it seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
was
yeah.
just doing it because
For fun. or
yeah, people
Yeah.
was like, hey, like rap, you know, and I was like, all
Yeah,
right, let's
yeah.
get it. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it won't. Now that I think about it, I really wasn't like giving it the time, dedication that like I should have been giving it.
Right.
That's
But,
true.
I had a joint project with like an old homie from back in the day who used to skate or whatever, and we did that thing. We did a few shows, like local shows and stuff like that. Just kinda,
Okay, so you got a little taste of performing and
Yeah,
all that.
exactly. Yeah.
So where'd you get the name from though?
Yusuke Shawty. I just like
I know.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
I know the
tell me
sh-
what
no,
show
I know
it's
the
from.
show. I know
Yeah.
the show. I
Okay,
watched
what
it.
is it? What's it called?
Yeah, 'cause
Since
you
you
said-
know
It's
it.
an anime show I used
It's
to
called-
watch
it's,
when I was a
from
kid.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, yeah, it was fire.
It's an anime from back in the day. It's like classic anime.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
90s
But
anime.
I just like the story a lot, and like I feel like the main character Yusuke Urameshi, like he is. It sounds like corny to say it, but like he's like I think the perfect representation of like a character of me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
He's
right.
like,
No, that
There's
makes
not
nothing
corny at
wrong
all,
with
yeah.
that. Yeah.
he's like a hothead, but he got a golden heart. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
right,
he's
right.
stubborn, but he'll do anything for
That's
you.
a fact.
Like,
That's exactly how he was.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he'll do anything
Oh,
for
you
his
saw it
friends.
before
yeah, I
a couple
saw it. I
times?
watched that
Okay.
one. Yeah,
Even
that was
put
the one that
himself
got
in
me
life
into that shit.
like situations for his friends, and I feel like I'm like that. Like I can be an asshole. I ain't gonna lie.
I
Like,
mean,
some-
everyone can.
yeah, but like I would do anything for people I care
I
about.
feel you. That's
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
Damn, that's ill. I might have to check that out.
I
That's-
can't
it's
do
fire.
like
Dope story.
traditional anime.
It is.
I feel
The
you.
idea of like having to watch the subtitles.
Yeah.
Well, this
No,
this
it's-
one
it's in
has
English.
this one has a dub. It has an
Yeah,
English,
it's in
but some
English.
people
Oh, lit.
some people are like, oh,
Yeah.
like I don't like subs. I like dubs over subs.
I like
Yeah.
subs when I'm watching like American stuff. That way, if I'm not really paying attention to it, like sometimes I don't actually want to watch it, but if I'm
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to have subtitles,
Yeah.
I have to watch it.
Yeah.
I got subtitles. I got the captions and shit turned on
Me
on
too.
Netflix all the time.
Uh-huh.
For real?
I
All
fuck
the
with
time.
that
It
shit.
just makes your life easier.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But I know what you mean though, because I'm not here trying to hear no American dub. They voices be crazy.
Yeah.
Like they be having them crazy voices. You be like, hell no, bro.
Yeah. See, back in the day, they were straight because it just added like, I guess it's like authentic to me and nostalgic. Like some like original English dubs are tight. Like Yu Yu Hakusho for sure. I like the way Yusuke sounds.
Oh,
As in-
shit.
in
It
He just
English, right?
sounds, yeah. And
Yeah,
as
it
far
sounds
as like
normal,
the
bro.
voiceover
Yeah.
work and everything.
Yeah,
sounds
he
normal.
just sounds like
It's good.
that's the character. That's the real
Yeah.
character. And all the characters, their voices like, oh, that's
Like, if-
definitely how he would sound. If he
Oh,
was
shit.
Okay.
Okay.
So it was
like
done
literally
right.
fixed the
Yeah.
character as if it was like an actor playing a role who did his role really well. Like that voice actor did his role really well. Like it played.
But
it
now
sounds
it's like, you know, it's corny. It done got like people are just like, you can hear it in their voice that they're not taking it seriously.
Oh,
It makes
yeah,
it
yeah,
whack.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd rather
That
would
makes
watch a
sense.
sub
They're-
on certain shows. Like
They're just getting a guarantee check. They're like, whatever. I
Yeah.
just got to read these lines and keep it moving and all that.
Exactly.
How did you link up with everybody that like we know each other through, like Sloppy and
Caps.
Caps? Yeah,
Sad Boy Traps.
yeah. Sad Boy Trap. That's what I was trying to think of. Sad Boy
Um,
Traps.
Skateboarding, man. Like
Ah,
I
so
skated
this goes
early.
back to high school. Like y'all
Yeah.
known each other for a minute.
Yep, just cause skateboarding. Like I
Shit.
got in that shit like early, like middle school. Like used to get clown for it.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
those
yeah.
days.
Just
Yeah.
clown
I know
for
about
it.
it.
It was
Like,
getting clown
yeah.
until Kid
Yeah, I was
Push
on
and
it,
Lil
like,
Wayne did it.
Yeah.
and definitely like you know what I'm saying. Like people were just always like, why is this nigga like yeah, just skating.
Why is
Like,
this
I got
black
shit
dude
for it all the
skating?
time,
Yeah.
But I just loved it, and I met people like that. We had this spot called Project 58. It's a skate park or whatever, and like literally like everybody would go meet up there. It was just like an unknown known. Like you could go there and like you may go out and skate, and I met so many friends
So many
that I know
people.
for so many years because
Yeah.
of skateboarding. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's
And I
ill.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, and I ended up meeting Kent because Kent was sponsored by the shop up there, and
Was
Kent
he a
Willard.
videographer? The videographer.
Yeah, he had
Yes.
the
Oh,
Death of Sound.
oh, okay.
I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember him.
Was it called Death of Sound? I think it was called Death of Sound.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
if
think
I'm
so.
not saying
Where,
it right.
what's he been up to?
Shit, man, he out in New York right now. He making.
I know he's
still
going
doing like the video shit. He
videography.
doing like commercials and everything like that. Like
Yeah, I
shows
know
and
he's going
stuff.
crazy because
Slit.
he had like
Yeah, he
the
run up
most
a
fire
check.
videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. I remember his videos. He was having like the most fire videos
Yeah,
done by
yeah,
people in rock, or he was doing the most fire videos.
Yeah.
Who?
King Mez, the King.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, he was
that shit
doing
was
King
fire.
Mez videos. Yep. But so you met Caps? You met Caps around that time?
Yeah, I met Kent and like Chad and Caps and all them just because you know they was local homies like who skated. We go over the house and like rap, you know, just bullshit around like just like some homie shit.
Yeah,
And,
just
like,
kicking it and shit.
I
Yeah.
feel you.
Yeah.
Damn, that's kind of ill though. Cause we met Sloppy a couple months ago through like the DM.
Yeah.
We met him
Yeah.
through
Yeah, I don't even. I met
S
him through
Gold.
yo. I met him through you.
S
Oh,
Gold.
that's where
That's
you
how I
met
met
him.
him.
Yeah.
You know S Gold?
Bro, I knew him because I used to live with my boy Thomas. We used to live across the street from Wait Tech Man Cab. It was like way out
Yes,
there.
and that's where he used to be
Yeah,
at.
live and I
That's
met
where
him
my
that
boy
way.
met him.
Yeah, small world.
Damn, that's crazy as hell.
Yeah,
But,
they had my young ass up in Shakedown Street and shit. They had me up in there.
So
Oh,
you
word?
know,
You was there?
yeah, he knows Shakedown
Where?
Street.
Where?
Completely different. I was
Okay,
like,
where?
kid, like
We
skate
probably
rat.
we
Yeah,
definitely
we
crossed
like
paths.
big
though.
That's where we
dickies
started.
and like
Uh-huh.
and a beanie hat on like all year round. It didn't matter like
Damn,
how hot
for
it
real.
was.
I never understood how people could do that. I used to see that shit. That used to be popping.
Yeah, I
That's
was
too
one
hot
of
for
them-
me.
one of them kids.
I'd be overheating and shit. Don't really got time for that. What's the name? So I know that we definitely want to touch on this because you're bringing that new sound with that. Well, you're starting that group of shows and things where you're bringing that new market. So like, explain that to like the people because there's some people, definitely the people that would listen to us, they have no idea what this market that you're talking
Yeah.
about. So yeah, you
So,
should definitely explain that.
Basically, it's like it's just all right. The best way I could put it is hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it, is pop culture now. It's the
Yes.
main driving
Yes.
source of culture in America.
Yes.
Yep.
From the clothing
In the world.
all streetwear, from the clothing
Right.
to every in
Yes.
the world. Yeah,
In the world, yeah.
And like the sound has reached so many different people that everybody is making it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And like I appreciate that because there's certain artists who really I've always listened to rap, you know, since I was a kid, but like I got into rock music too. And like
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
a long time where I didn't listen to new rap. I didn't like
Yeah.
it. And then
Yeah,
And
I had that
everyone
moment
in
too.
our
Yeah,
generation
yeah.
went through
Yeah.
that.
Everybody in our generation
yeah,
did. Yep.
and I got the Carter One. That's what I like, and I was like, oh, this is dope.
That's what brought you
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, and that's what brought me back.
Yeah.
But like, there's certain artists who touch different people, and it's just gonna be like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Also
like, I don't
true.
think it's I think it's right or fair that anybody who feels touched by a musician or like any kind of like artistry should be able to replicate that or try to do it in their way, like something that makes them feel like, oh, I got a voice too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And like that is what's happening now. And
That's
whether
true.
people understand it or not, whether they get it or not, it's what the way of the world, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a shame that there's certain places that won't even give that a chance.
Yeah.
Like there's still places like even you see the biggest hits, like the biggest artists that are like jamming right now are these kids. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
these
yeah.
people, like
Yeah.
these young people.
And that sound
weird
that they're
gap,
producing.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Of
Yeah.
generation, like that is what is pushing music. Right
Yeah.
now. It's in my opinion. I think that's what's pushing us forward to like be able to create better art. You know,
Talking about like the next frontier, kind of.
yeah, exactly. Like
It's a new wave all over
Yeah.
again, for sure. I think
When
across many genres of music.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. It really did. It hit everywhere. Like I mean, there's commercials that have trap beats in it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
that blows
That's a
my
fact.
mind. Like
Yeah,
I watch
yeah.
Hulu and it's a commercial for like a Mercedes or something like that, some kind of car like that. And
Uh-huh.
it's a trap beat in the
beat in the
background.
back,
Like
yeah.
yo, like
Or a product launch on
yeah.
Apple or some
Yeah,
shit. It'd be
yeah.
some crazy ass hip hop
It's-
beat.
it's-
And T-Mobile's all about that shit too, because they
Yeah.
try to stay
Migos
hip,
are
all that.
everywhere. Let's just talk about
Oh
that.
yeah,
They-
on the NBA, all type of
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Migos are everywhere.
That wasn't even happening in the early 2000s
yeah,
on
when
any
it was
level.
really like it was still great music back then. too.
Mhm.
It wasn't
Yep.
like it wasn't accepted like that. It wasn't
The way that it
everywhere.
is, yeah.
So who was the artist that got you into that, which is pretty much the new generation sound,
New wave, yeah.
kinda?
Honestly, with like all the honesty, it was definitely X. It was X, but it was also because around that same time I found X, but I also found like Hollow Squad before that too, and I remember following them. That's like Xavier Wolf and all them. And, like,
Got you.
Thrones
I know
and those
Xavier
people.
Wolf. Yeah.
And just going to those shows because like I remember when
Wait, you were going to those shows? Where were they coming to Raleigh?
they did a couple of times. There was
Oh,
something like
shit.
that back in the day that ended up having to stop, where people would try to bring that stuff in and it stopped. But
Damn,
there's a
I didn't
kid
even know
actually who
that.
did I forget his name. I feel bad.
Crazy.
But yeah, like I went to a Hollow Squad show by myself, like randomly. Got the ticket the same night. Like whatever, I'm gonna go down there.
Yeah.
It was Xavier with Bones and all them, and like the energy, yo.
Yeah.
Like it reminded me of like punk shows and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
I used to go to like
What
house
was the
shows
name-
and punk shows.
Of
What was-
course,
yeah.
that was the thing
Yeah.
for
What was the
us, yeah.
What was the name of the punk show place on Hillsborough Street? And then they closed
The
it down.
brewery. No, not
Not the brewery. I know
Yeah,
it's
the
the brewery.
brewery,
It was the
the
brewery.
It was the
Yeah.
brewery.
It was the
yeah.
brewery.
I never
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
go there, but you were going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They would have all type of shows like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But,
see, I missed that wave, so you were going to those shows. Though.
Yeah, I was going to shows like that just
Yeah.
for the energy. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I didn't even like know half of the bands, and like I would
Yeah.
sometimes forget them because a lot of them like come and go.
Right.
But like just
Yeah.
the energy of the crowd, and like sometimes you want to get that angst out, that
Yeah.
anxiety, and you just
Yeah.
want to push and shove, and like
Yeah.
it's
Mosh.
yeah, it feels great. It's so liberating. Like
Word.
So is that the first type of music you started doing? You don't. It sounded like you did like because you be dropping
Having bars.
on-
Yeah, it sounds like you. It sounds
So
like you rap.
it sounds like you started. You could have started doing like what everybody was doing in the early 2000s,
I
which
guess
was
do the
battle rap
shit.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
what it
then you evolved. Did you evolve into this,
I like.
or when you first started making tracks for real and taking it
I
seriously?
had
it
tracks
was
where like I was so used to rapping, like trying to battle somebody or have an opponent, that like all my tracks would sound like a battle rap. Where I was just
Got
like,
it, yeah.
blah, blah,
It
and
was
that's
just aggressive.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
kind of how like Lo Mein is.
Like, you just talking at
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, and like yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were
And,
just talking
um,
at people.
I just kind of like died out of that, and you know I played the drums and shit too, and like me and my friend like kind of started this like little garage band for a little bit. It didn't
Okay.
work out, but like just yeah, I think it was just like all music I was able to like just write to or like write about and just stuff like that because I just loved so many different types of
Yeah, yeah.
music. So
yeah. If you was playing, you was in a band. Yeah, you did it all, bro.
Yeah, this was good.
Damn. So then you started going to the. That's so crazy. But you started going to those shows, and then you said X was the first one that got you. So when he passed, that shit really
that shit
hit
was a
you.
huge
Which I'm
blow.
assuming the hair is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I dyed my
it's
hair
that.
like I'm just
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
like, you know tribute.
Tribute.
Yeah,
yeah.
most definitely. I haven't seen this ad video yet. Actually, I did see it. That shit was.
It's
ill.
so crazy, yo, because it's like
That shit scared me when I first saw it because I was like,
You
what
feel
the
like
fuck?
it was foreboding?
it was. It was.
How did you shoot that before you pass away? You know what I mean? Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Though.
That's
Like
crazy.
that's what's so crazy about it is because like that's what breaks my heart to people who don't see that he was trying to make a change. He had already told himself before, like that's why he started making a change, that he wanted to kill off that old self. Like he didn't want to be like that
yeah.
anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I remember
And, like,
that. I remember seeing those on academics
and
page
that
and
and
shit.
that video attests to that, and it's like crazy because like he passed now, and all these people who you know had that negative opinion about him and wanted to judge him for that and crucify him. I was like, look, like he really was trying to tell y'all.
It's
that, like,
sad.
yeah,
It's very sad.
it was a great video, and I also
I haven't
like
watched it yet.
I also like the hooded figure when he's talking to him alone in the room, and like when he's in that.
Yeah, I know what you're
that
talking about.
that is so like touching to me because his favorite game was Kingdom Hearts. That's my favorite game,
Hey, yo,
Kingdom
that's-
Hearts, and
that was a
that's where
fire
that
one
was
too,
from.
bro.
And I remember
I grew up
Yeah.
playing
I
that
remember
shit.
we watched it.
Everybody
We watched
did.
it the other day,
Yeah.
and I freaked out. I was like, yo. And they were like, what? And I was like, dude, that's Kingdom Hearts. Like, he's talking to Sora. He's talking to Sora, like, in that room.
That's
like,
what was going on.
Yeah, it was organized
because I was
13,
kind of
like,
getting
talking-
lost, like, during that
with the
part.
Black Hood.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
Organization 13. Like, that's what I think that's what he was trying to, symbolize.
Oh,
by
damn.
doing that, and that is crazy. 'Cause that whole story is the same thing. It's about a kid, who's trying to find a light in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
trying to find that better.
That's exactly what
half.
that shit was about.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Damn, that's ill. But yeah, because that was the one thing that I saw. Because
Makes it
I kind
heavier.
of forgot that he used to just like really be beefing with everybody.
Yeah.
But even before he passed, like some of the people who didn't know him outside of that, I was like, bro, he been doing good for like a year.
Yeah.
Like
He
he
did say that.
Yeah, like he ain't been doing shit for like the last year.
Yeah,
I have
he
not
was-
seen one negative thing ever since like that Migos situation.
Yeah.
It was whatever after that.
He really he was doing good, man.
That's why that shit's crazy how it like came back.
20 years old.
Yeah.
Young man.
That was a real hit to hip hop too. I don't think people really realize
Yeah,
that.
they don't. He
Some,
really.
some people don't.
Yeah, and again like that, it touches me too because I really loved how he could do. He was so versatile, dude. I think like
It was insane how versatile he was.
I think that's what the culture is really missing is versatility. Like everyone needs to be able to do everything. Like
He did
Yeah.
so many different genres
Yeah.
of music, which for me, like, I wasn't the biggest fan and I didn't have the most pleasant things to say. But once the music actually came across my ears, I was like, you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect the artistry always. I always respect the artistry.
Music will have you be like, all right, I get it.
Hashtag
Kinda-
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because he is that motherfucker. Shit bounces off of him, yo.
and you can
Easily,
still hear
bro.
Bump and Grind when you go
When
out.
you go out.
You know you're
And
gonna hear
lose
it.
your mind.
Yeah,
Consistently, bro.
they
Consistently,
gonna jam
bro.
there. Everybody gonna be like, hey, like,
Man, that's it. So, how big do you think the market is like big enough here, where like you could like bring that back and like really get that shit cracking?
I think so because it's
You good?
it's missing. You know what I'm saying? And like there,
Yeah, you're
there's
right. The
People
fact
out
that it's
there,
missing,
like,
it's not-
there
yeah.
are people
for it,
out
yeah.
there who I know like don't come out and don't do certain things because they don't hear the music they want to hear.
Right.
I was like that for a
That's
long time.
true.
Yeah.
I was like that for a really long time. Like I just like because music puts you in a mood. It
Yes.
sets everything.
Yeah,
It sets the
yeah.
tone. Like it could really change your night.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
like I know for me, I don't like I would. Like, no, I ain't going out.
It probably makes it
I'd rather
harder for
jam,
you-
smoke an L, and listen to this album. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah.
my going out.
It probably
you
makes
know?
it harder for you to break that barrier since it's not already here. But
Yeah.
like once you get it there, it's like you're first to market advantage. So like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I
You'll
believe
be
Yeah,
able
there
to
was a
help
lot
move
of kids
that.
who were
Like,
gonna come to the show, man. That's what's
Yeah.
so
I
disappointing. I
believe
let down a lot of kids. Like even the kids
For
I was
real?
coming, like to come do the show. You know what I'm saying? I had my boy Flatboy Benz, like, and I just met him through music, like through the internet. I was like, y'all really like your stuff.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
y'all
yeah.
like your stuff too. And like he was from Greensboro. He was coming out. This has been his first show in Raleigh.
Damn.
My boy Brazo, that I work with all the time. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a Black Coke, a dope DJ artist. Like, he really
Hey.
on his fashion shit. Like, you know, it's like
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
have that kind of like youth like in Raleigh. And that
We
scene.
really don't,
Like,
dog.
Yeah.
How old are they? Around what age?
like from 19 to like 21.
Word, yeah.
Yeah, bro. The kids are killing shit right now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
For
they are
real.
really killing shit.
Jealous.
And there's this entire market that like so many people. That's why like when I first, because I got into this whole world off of the No Jumper podcast. So that's how I found everything.
Yeah, dope.
So I was listening to Adam 22. I seen him through Academics. And then when I saw him on Academics, I was like, who the fuck is this dude? And then I seen him somewhere else, so I listened to it. And it was so many people he was fucking interviewing. And I was like, these niggas are popping, bro. Like,
yeah.
they're hard as fuck because it's like everything is so hard. Like the instrumentation is like that old either emo or like that, or yeah, emo. That was goofy. But the emo or like
Punk.
that or that punk shit.
Yeah.
Bruh, but they used to be dropping bars over them shit. Some, not everybody, of course, but yeah, some of them are really like dropping bars. Like Shoreline Mafia, they're starting to blow up and shit now. Like Wi-Fi's Funeral, like.
Yeah, Wi-Fi dope.
But the Suicide Boys is like the
Yeah.
first ones I really saw. Then
Suicide
Puya's
Boys
like the OG of it all.
Yo, he did a show here at Lincoln Theater, man. Him,
Recently?
Germ, and Fat Nick. Nah, this was a couple years ago.
Damn.
Him, Germ, and Fat Nick. That shit was dope, man. That
Yo,
shit was
Chuck
lit.
English, do you fuck with the Cool Kids? See, I was
Yeah,
Cool
yeah,
Kids
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Now you talking to
Yeah.
somebody I know.
Yeah, I was Cool
I
Kids
love
crazy.
Cool
You
Kids.
see,
I listen to Black
he
Moon
been
every
working
day.
with Puya for like the last year.
Yeah.
Like Puya is on Chuck English's Instagram more than him.
Word.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, these niggas teamed up? That
Yeah.
shit's probably crazy. Like, yeah, so I need to listen to his project. Have you listened to that shit?
I listened to like half of it. I didn't get all the way through it. Like,
Okay.
I listened to like half.
I want to hear that shit because I think Chuck was snapping on that shit.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
he
yeah.
had Puya.
Yeah.
But damn, bro, yeah, I'm excited to see you like put this whole wave together, yo, because that shit's gonna be ill as hell. I'm
Yeah,
definitely
man, we
pulling up to
trying.
all them shows.
Yeah,
I
man,
appreciate
for sure.
that,
Nah,
yeah.
And then you can start flying
Especially after
niggas
hearing
out
that shit
too.
just
Yeah,
now.
yeah. We trying to, man. We gonna get it going. We
Yeah.
got plays instead. It's like a The whole process we got mapped out.
So out of all the people that you met and like now you dropped this project only been out for like a month. What kind of reception you been getting from it though?
I've been getting good reception. Actually, like more good than anything else. Like I haven't heard any like bad things or anything like that. All positivity, which I was really excited about because like this came out kind of at a whim. I actually think it might have been Lionel. I think you posted something saying about how artists need to put out music. Like, don't be afraid.
Oh, shit, for real?
Yeah. And I sent it to him, and I was like, yo, we going to drop it. We're going to drop something. Like,
damn, that's ill.
Yeah, because I had, like, I remember putting that on my story because it was, like, how I was feeling about the shit because, like, a lot of times I did that in the past. Like, I have so much. You have no idea how many songs I've written, yo. Like, if you actually see how many songs I've written,
bro.
you're going to be like, what the fuck have you been doing in your life? You know what I'm saying? So, like, but I always shelter my art and never put it out because I was always writing. The more you write, you be like, the next shit that you had in the past, you're like, man, that shit's trash. This is hot. Fuck that. But you got to put your shit out in the time when it's there because you don't know who's going to gravitate toward it. I was talking to him about a song that I'm about to drop, and I'm like, I don't even like that shit, but I'm going to put it out.
I remember him saying that.
Just let it go, and you never know who's going to really gravitate to it, and it's going to really surprise you, and you're going to like that shit, and it's going to give you more energy to work off for your next shit, so it's going to be perfect.
I appreciate
that. Damn, bro.
That shit really set me off. I was like, you know what, man, I'm going to put it out. Yeah, but because we had a bunch of tracks, like, same thing. We really just
narrowed down to 6.
And I was like, all right, let's do this. Like this will work.
Bro, you picked a solid ass 6.
Yeah,
bro.
you did.
This shit gonna go, bro. I mean, you're doing great numbers in a month too.
Thank you.
Especially for this to be like your first one. Like Lo Main's going crazy right now.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. When Basquiat drops, that shit going. Now you know we need visuals for this other shit though.
Yeah, got to.
We need visuals for what's the name of that
story
shit?
to tell. Or
story. Yeah.
Hey.
The story.
Shout out Grizz,
story
man.
to tell. Yeah, we
free
need
my
that.
Nigga Grizz, man.
Yeah, free him, bro. We need them visuals now. That shit is hard, son. The bars is hard on that shit. But you got some visuals coming out soon though. Anyway, don't you?
Yeah, we gonna drop Lo Main pretty soon here. Like we actually our hard drive crashed and we lost everything.
Damn.
Like, we just got everything back like today, right?
But look
like,
at God, got it back.
Yeah, I was hurting, boy. Everything's good. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna come out soon. We might do a little bit more shooting for it, but it'll definitely be out in like a week.
Okay.
Like the next week.
Word.
Hell yeah. So we definitely gonna have everybody running that shit.
That's what's up.
But yeah, man, where can everybody find you at though, man?
I'm on SoundCloud at Yusuke Shawty. Yeah,
Spell
Yusuke
it for the
Shawty.
people.
Yeah, YUSUKE space $HAWTY.
You had to add all that shit, man.
The dollar sign probably does make a huge difference.
The dollar sign, it looks good. The dollar sign does look good, like imagery wise. Hell yeah.
And
but yeah,
I'm on Instagram at Yusuke_Shawty, like same spelling, but no dollar signs. It's an S.
Gotcha.
They wouldn't let me put a dollar sign on Instagram. So.
Oh, true. Yeah. SoundCloud lets you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But when you type Yusuke on Instagram, I'm the first person to pop up. So.
Hey.
That's all that matters. Yeah.
That's it.
Market acquired. But yeah, yo, everybody go check out his shit. We just listened to it. It's fired, yo. So
100%
we're looking
fire,
forward to everything coming up next. We definitely gonna do some work on the music side, and we're gonna do this again. We're gonna get everything popping, bro.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We appreciate you coming through, my G.
Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for having
And
me.
we'll see y'all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Hey.